Guys, Xewleer the Mercenary King here with another deck profile. It is now time for the Rexes to come into power and their own kings.
It's easy enough to just walk away, then coming to terms with what to say. This feeling inside I just can't bear, wavering here, wavering there.
I do like the Rexes. They are a lot of fun. They were missing a whole bunch, but this sort of deck corrects it. Sadly, they don't work too well with Dogma, but they do work well with just about everything else. So, you know, that's good and bad. Your starter is Mini Rex, Forerunner, Auto, Counterblast 2. When this unit is killed for the effect or cost of a card with Rex in the name, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your rear guards. Search your deck for 2 Rexes and call it to the same column. Call them to the same column as that chosen unit and then shuffle deck. And then those units get bound face up. So, the thing about him is that the reason why this deck doesn't work with Dogma too well is because nothing really comes back. Some things go to the bind zone, but a lot of things just die and give you advantage. And so that's kind of like, sort of thing. But honestly, Mini Rex does do a lot of work. He is a lot of fun. The only other card I'd really play in this is Baby Camera. And that's just to, you know, get another attack after Dogma. That's it. Now, this deck isn't really geared towards Dogma, but, you know, there's a lot of things you can do with it. I run 4 Black Cannon Tiger. This is just to get the Soul Charge and to return them to deck if I'm doing very well in hand. Into Soul, Counter Charge. And then I run 4 draw triggers. I do need the draw. Put this unit into the Soul, choose your Tachikaze plus 3k. I also use it for that, just to hit numbers. There's a lot of almost numbers in this deck, and 3ks fix them. 4 heals, I like Savage Shaman. 2 Savage Lancers. When you play it, Soul Blast 2, draw a card. I just use it to get a little bit extra hand advantage and to flip it out. Usually if I do this, I then eat him for something. I run 4 Beam Taros. During your battle phase, when this unit is put into the drop zone from rearguard, choose a Tachikaze, gets plus 3k. I use him for first ride as well as for killing to make those numbers. I run 4 Cataclysmic Bullet Dragon Raptorex. Auto Bind Zone. Choose a rearguard and retire it. When your unit with Rex attacks a Vanguard and you may pay the cost if you do call it to rearguard plus 2k. And then if this unit is placed on rearguard from anywhere, if you have a grade 2 or greater Vanguard with Rex, it gets plus 2k. So basically it gets plus 4k, and you can call it from the bind if you call it from the bind zone, or it gets plus 2k if you call it from anywhere. It's pretty nice. I run 4 of these guys, Striko Lord. Honestly, there's no real answer to the perfect shield question for this deck. I just like him. He's a perfect shield, and he gets Engorge and Auto Rearguard, G-Break 1, Counterblast 1. When this unit becomes Engorge, pay the cost. You do plus 5k, and then it returns to hand. I never use that skill. So, however, it can work with the deck. I run 4 Barrage Rex, Auto Rearguard, choose other Rearguard and retire it. When this unit attacks its Vanguard and you have a grade 3 or greater Rex, pay the cost. If you do, until end of battle, this unit gets plus 5k, and then you bind it. It's pretty self-explanatory. He's just more aggression. If you kill something like, you know, this, he also gets plus 3k, which means he's 16k by himself. You see the combos. I'm sure you see the combos. I run 3 of the 10ks. That's just for Mega Rex, just for a little guard. And then I run 4 Assault Rexes. Continuous Rearguard. If you have a face-up card in your bind zone with Rex, during your turn, this unit gets plus 2k, and if it's killed during your battle phase, I can draw a card. And you can do that a lot, especially with like Barrage Rex, who will then let me draw a card. I run 3 Dark Rexes. You can put it into the bind zone, give something that sweet plus 3k. And you also, if your Vanguard attacks during Limit Break and does not hit, you can choose during the close step of battle that it did not hit, that attacked and did not hit, you may pay the cost if you do ride this unit stood. And you have to kill 3 units though. And guess what? Guys like him don't care. Guys like him don't care. You know, it's just one of those things. Squall Rex, hand, put it in the bind zone. You can choose a unit and it gets plus 3k, and then from the bind zone it gets Auto, Counterblast 1, choose a rearguard, retire it. At the end of battle that your unit with Rex was attacked, you may pay the cost if you do call this card to rearguard. I like him a lot just because he gives out plus 3Ks and he can give me a lot of 11K attacks. Also, I run Scathe Rex. I might be upping him and decreasing like to 4 and then just doing 2 of each of these, but I haven't decided yet. Choose one of your rearguards with Rex, Vanguard, and retire it. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, pay the cost if you do draw a card. Oh wait, he works so well with Assault Rex. Oh. Draw a card and this unit gets plus 3K. That's whatever. The plus 3K is whatever, the draw the card is the big thing. For some reason, like in all the practice games, I like rode Dark Rex all the time. It was frustrating. Then this unit is placed on Vanguard or Rearguard. Choose a unit from your hand, bind it face up. Choose one of your other Rearguards with Rex, and that unit and this unit get plus 2K. So basically get plus 4K to the front row. If you do that with like this card, that means that you're at 22K. It's really nice in that sort of way because he gets plus 2K. You can also like skip it around a bit. You know, you just got to figure out where you want to put it. Put that sweet plus 4K. There's no real ideal ride. You just don't want to do Dark Rex too much because Dark Rex is guard problems. I run 4 Hell Rex Maxima. Act Vanguard once per turn. Choose a rearguard and retire it. If you have a heart card with Rex in the card name, search your deck for up to 1 card with Rex. Bind it face up. So you kill something. You find a Rex, bind it face up, like Dark Rex. Find the Dark Rex, bind it face up. And then if you bound a card, choose 3 units in the front row and they get plus 4K. So like here's my ideal situation. You play Savage Lancer, you kill and you draw a card. You place a front row, and then you search out a Dark Rex. Kill this guy. These guys get plus 4 in the front row, and life goes on. You get a lot of power, and then you Dark Rex them. I run 1 Radio Gigant. If you engorge 3, it gets plus 5K for each engorge, and you get to draw a card. That's just whatever. I run 2 of Full Blade Rex. He's the new guy. Auto Vanguard Soul Blast 1. Choose a rearguard, retire it. At the end of battle, this unit attacked a Vanguard hard card with Rex. Pay the cost. Choose a card from the Vine Zone. Call it to rearguard, and that unit gets plus 4K. So like you choose this guy, and then you use his skill, and then you get plus 2K. So he's like 17K to the Vanguard. That's how it goes. He's decently strong, but the problem is that he's not as strong as he needs to be. And the Soul Blast is annoying because I have to choose between using Savage Lancer and him, and honestly, I prefer Savage Lancer because he's still a minus. This deck has a lot of minuses to it, and your job is mitigating them. I run 4 shits and giggles. I run 4 Dogmas. This is more because I can than anything else. The only cards that you really need is at least like 2 or 3 Hellrex Maximas and 1 or 2 of Full Blade Rex. Everything else is just gravy. You'll never use it. Gluttony Dogma. If you engorge 3, he gets plus 10K, and if you engorge 5, he can restand and gets -1 drive check. That's how he goes. I run 1 Twin Tempest, and this is just to randomly wipe a field if I'm not doing too well. He's auto G-Break 2, Counterblast 2, Soul Blast 2, choose rearguards and retire it. At the end of battle, this unit attack the Vanguard, wipe all rearguards of all fighters. Don't ever use this in combo with people unless they don't have a field. But basically, like, if I see my guy has across from me has a full field and I have just 3 units, I'm just going to wipe my field. The benefit of this is that I can actually... no, I can't. I can't use him. Like, he is so finicky. I need a field to use him. Like, Baby Camera has so many good points, but this guy summons out a full column, and it's a lot stronger than I think people think. Like, the problem is I can't really show you the numbers until you, like, play it, and then you see, oh, these are numbers. And this is, like, a super cheap deck. This is super budget. Like, this is the most expensive card in there, and I never use him, so you don't need him. Like, just make sure you get the Hellrex Maximas and the Full Blade Rexes. And then I run 4 Blockade Gengas. Kill one of your own rearguards, placed on G, it gets plus 10K, and then you choose 2 other rearguards, and they, if they die, they get returned to hand. So the funny thing about this deck is that you probably will never have it like that, because the field keeps on getting bound or eaten by Dark Rexes or something, and you just never really have an opportunity to use them. He's still good, though. You know, just the 1 or 2 you have in there, you know, are worth you running. I guess a quasi combo is what I described earlier. You play this. Let's say you got 2 of these, this, and a Dark Rex up there, and I don't know, like this, something like this. Like you have some formation like this, and this underneath. Not that it matters. So basically, here's what's going to happen. You kill this guy, and then you summon out this. Let's say we place out. You probably won't have it. Well, let's say we do this. So then we swing. We play this card. So we kill these 3 units. And then let's see here. So we kill these 3 units, and then we search out 2 Rexes. Boop, and boop. Kill this. This unit gets plus 2k. Because this died and went into the drop zone, I can give this plus 3k. And we'll assume that there's, like, one of these guys up there. Skaith Rex. So then you swing with this when you get the triggers. Then you swing like this. And then you counterblast to swing this guy in. If the opponent has triggers, make sure you just kill this guy and swing with this. This won't hit for shit, but it's basically to get 2 more cards from the top of the deck into your hand. And plus, these dinosaurs had it coming. Honestly, this deck is some of the most fun I've had in a while. With just a deck like this, it's fun. It's got a lot of draw, and it honestly has a lot more threat than a lot of people realize. I tested it against a Gurguit deck, and each time I did push Gurguit to the edge, but the defensive Gurguit won out in the end, and the fact that Gurguit isn't a cheap-ass deck. Again, you never really use Dogma, so don't let Dogma fool you. This is pretty budget deck. Alright. Xewleer the Mercenary King. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to visit the stand-up series May 20th in St. Louis. It's going to be a lot of fun.